Hold on to your seats, Chiefs Kingdom, because what we're witnessing right now feels bigger than a single game, bigger than a single season, and maybe, just maybe, bigger than the end of an era. Let me ask you something, and really think about it as you listen closely. When was the last time the Kansas City Chiefs felt this vulnerable, this exposed, this uncertain about what comes next? For the first time in more than a decade, the red and gold are staring at a Sunday that doesn't lead to January football, doesn't echo with playoff dreams, and doesn't carry Super Bowl expectations on its shoulders. And right at the center of it all stands one man, number 87, a future Hall of Famer, a symbol of everything this dynasty became. Travis Kelce. This Sunday, against the hated Las Vegas Raiders, Kelce will take the field knowing something that cuts deeper than any hit he's absorbed over 13 NFL seasons. This game doesn't change the standings. It doesn't revive the season. It doesn't punch a ticket to the postseason. The Chiefs are 6-10, officially eliminated. And for the first time since 2014, January will arrive without Kansas City football. That alone is shocking. But what makes this moment seismic is the reality hanging in the air. Heavy, emotional, unavoidable. This could be the final time Travis Kelce ever puts on a Chiefs uniform. Let that sink in for a moment. 13 seasons. 4-time All-Pro. 12 Pro Bowls. 3 Super Bowl rings. A living legend whose fingerprints are all over the most dominant era this franchise has ever known. Retirement rumors aren't whispers anymore. They're loud. They're everywhere. And with Kelce's contract expiring at the end of the season, Sunday doesn't feel like just another Week 18 game. It feels like a farewell disguised as a formality. And here's the part that makes it even more emotional, even more controversial. Kelce didn't fade quietly. He didn't limp to the finish line. At 36 years old, in what many thought would be a decline year, he still delivered. 73 catches. 839 receiving yards. 5 touchdowns. Production most tight ends in this league would dream of, achieved while defenses knew exactly where the ball was going. Earlier this season, Kelce etched his name permanently into Chiefs history by becoming the franchise's all-time leader in touchdowns with 85. Not Tony Gonzalez. Not Otis Taylor. Travis Kelce. That's legacy. That's permanence. And this is where the conversation turns uncomfortable for some fans and downright explosive for others. How did a team with this level of leadership, this much experience, this much championship DNA end up here? How did a roster led by Patrick Mahomes, the most gifted quarterback of his generation, coached by the legendary Andy Reid, fall completely out of playoff contention? These questions will echo all off-season. They'll dominate talk radio, social media, and front office meetings. But right now, the spotlight is firmly on number 87. Inside that locker room, the respect is unquestioned. Linebacker Nick Bolton summed it up perfectly this week, calling Kelce one of the true leaders of this team, not just with his voice, but with his preparation, his accountability, and his presence. Teammates talk about how Kelce sets the tone on practice days, how he demands excellence even when the season feels lost. That matters, especially now, because culture is what survives when wins disappear. And then there was the move that turned heads across the league. The Chiefs organization itself stepped in publicly, emotionally, urgently. A plea went out to the fans. Vote for Travis Kelce. Not for touchdowns. Not for accolades. But for something deeper. The Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Charity Challenge. The Chiefs didn't just promote it, they pushed it hard, reminding fans that voting closes Monday, emphasizing that Kelce currently leads the fan vote, urging Chiefs Kingdom to finish strong. Teams don't do that casually. They don't rally a fan base like that unless it means something. And what it means is clear. This is about legacy. This is about honoring a player whose impact goes far beyond Sundays. Kelce's 87 and Running Foundation has become a pillar in the Kansas City community, empowering disadvantaged youth through education, business, athletics, STEM, and the arts. One of his most powerful contributions is the Ignition Lab, a workforce development center for teenagers in partnership with Operation Breakthrough. This isn't a PR stunt. This is real investment, real change, real leadership. Now let's zoom out, because you can't talk about Travis Kelce without talking about the era he defined. The Chiefs are a franchise built on history. From Len Dawson leading Super Bowl IV in 1969, to the heartbreak years, to the painful playoff exits, to decades of waiting. And then everything changed. Super Bowl 54 in 2020. Super Bowl 58 in 2023. Super Bowl 59 in 2024. A modern dynasty forged by Mahomes' arm, Andy Reid's brilliance, Chris Jones' dominance in the trenches, and Kelce's unmatched presence at tight end. That chemistry, especially between Mahomes and Kelce, rewrote offensive football. Option routes that looked improvised but were built on trust. Broken plays that turned into miracles. Third and long that felt manageable. Red zone efficiency that became an expectation, not a hope. Defenses knew it was coming, and they still couldn't stop it. That's not just talent. That's connection. That's hours of film, reps, and belief. Even this season, in the middle of chaos, Kelce remained the safety valve. When protection broke down, when young receivers struggled, when games tightened, Mahomes still looked for 87. That alone tells you Kelce hasn't lost his value. Statistically, Mahomes' numbers dipped compared to his MVP seasons. Fewer explosive plays, more pressure, fewer clean pockets. But situationally, when the Chiefs needed stability, Kelce was still the answer. So the question becomes unavoidable. Is this really the end? Some around the league believe Kelce walks away on his own terms. 3 rings secured. Legacy intact. Body battered, but mind sharp. Others believe the fire still burns, that one more run is possible if the roster is retooled, if the offense gets younger, faster, more explosive around him. Analysts are split. Former players say it comes down to one thing: hunger. And only Travis Kelce knows if that hunger still outweighs the toll. What makes Sunday against the Raiders even more dramatic is the rivalry itself. Chiefs versus Raiders is never meaningless. Ever. Even in a game with no playoff implications, pride is on the line. Arrowhead will be loud, emotional, electric. The tomahawk chop will echo, maybe with a little sadness mixed in. Fans know what this could be. And here's the uncomfortable truth. If this is it, the Chiefs are staring at a future without one of the greatest tight ends the game has ever seen. Replacing Travis Kelce isn't a roster move. It's a cultural shift. It changes how defenses play Kansas City. It changes how Mahomes operates. It changes everything. So what happens next? If Kelce retires, the Chiefs enter a new chapter, one filled with questions, recalibration, and pressure. If he returns, expect a revenge tour fueled by doubt, criticism, and unfinished business. Either way, this moment will be remembered. This isn't just about stats. This isn't just about awards. This is about a player who helped define a generation of Chiefs football. A player who helped turn Arrowhead into the loudest nightmare in the NFL. A player who helped make Chiefs Kingdom believe every single Sunday. So as Sunday approaches, one thing is certain. This game matters more than it should. Watch closely. Listen closely. Because sometimes the loudest moments in sports history happen when everything seems quiet. This is the Chiefs we know. This is the Chiefs we love. And this might be the final chapter of number 87 in red and gold.